Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs in video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. This is the second stream in a sequence in which I'm playing on Steel Soul mode, the mode where if I die, my save gets deleted and I have to start over from the beginning. Last time, which to me was earlier today, on Steel Soul mode, I went through the Forgotten Crossroads, the Green Path. What else did I do? The Fungal Wastes and Crystal Peak, and at least the part of the City of Tears to get to the Soul Master. This time I'm going to continue. My next goal is to go to the Howling Cliffs and go through that. Thanks for the wish of luck. And it looks like before I started, Alex Noda said hi. So hello, I hope you're here. Now, for Steel Soul mode, I don't really have a plan. I'm just kind of doing things in an order that I feel like is relatively easy to do them in. Although, so far I have added some optional dangers that I didn't need to do, just because. I might continue to do that, but I might not as it gets harder to move on. And welcome, Emma. So, I know that there are a few secrets in this room. I'm going to try to collect them as I go. But honestly, it's been a long time since I've tried to collect them in this room. So let's find them again. So far, Steel Soul mode hasn't brought me too many dangers. There was one sticky situation that I put myself in the first stream, and it was not a boss. It was just normal environmental hazards. So... oh, I got hit the one time. There we go, one of them down. I know when I first did this, I had to figure out that the easiest way to do this is to defeat one of them first. But I think I figured it out pretty quickly. Standing right next to one makes the whole battle a lot easier. He almost pegged me with the small boulder. And let's open the shortcut and head up to the Howling Cliffs. After getting the boulder shell, of course. Now, the Howling Cliffs don't really have any real dangers. I guess there's Gorb, and I will fight Gorb while we're up there. But I could say strongly that I'm not worried about Gorb. I like fighting Gorb. You're free! Head to the right. Find your kin. Now let's see here. I know that there it is, there's an essence tree here. I'm going to hit that first, because we're going to explore everything anyway, so might as well collect essence on the way. And there is a king's idol over here to collect as well. I should probably heal up. Even though the Howling Cliffs does not present too much of a danger, it's a lot more dangerous if you just never heal yourself. There are several more essence trees that I can go back and collect the essence for now that I have the Dream Nail. I got the Dream Nail very recently at the end of the last episode. And by episode, I mean stream. So there's a bunch of things that I did not have the Dream Nail yet to interact with. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. These blasted plains stretch never-ending. There is no world beyond. Those foolish enough to traverse this void must pay the toll and relinquish the precious mind this kingdom grants. Here's a Wanderer's Journal, a shortcut, and of course, more breakable wall. I should not go in there because we're in the middle of collecting essence. But I have to go down there after collecting the essence. I like how dutiful the swarm is in collecting all of the money that's fallen on. I think the cartographer is above me. Yes. I still haven't decided what I'm doing next after the Howling Cliffs, so I guess now is as good of time as any to decide. I guess one of the obvious paths to go next is the Royal Waterways. I'll probably do that. Enjoying the bracing air, we're quite close to Hollownest's borders and those desolate plains that surround it. In this direction, I'm about as far as I'm willing to go, though it's been a pleasant change from the tight confines of the caverns. I've drawn out a small map for the area. It's a simple one, and more for completion, really. I will buy it. Another map down. I still have a fair amount of money. I am pretty happy to have a fair amount of money still. There are a lot of things I would like to buy. And I haven't really come up with what is most important for me to buy next. I guess that could be more charm notches. In order to get more charm notches, I might need to buy more charms, which is also fine. But I guess I will just buy whatever I come across first, since I don't have a plan. Alright, we've completed the tree. Let's go down. Wasteland. Bugs reduced. So somewhere in there, the lore of Hollownest is that being in Hollownest gives you a mind that you don't get without being in Hollownest. Hello, dead bug. Let us start the ritual by lighting the ritual fire. Wonderful. The ritual is not the most important thing to do, and the Nightmare King Grim is one of the few things that has a greater chance to kill me than other things. So I'm not going to progress down the ritual very far. At least not quickly. But it is something to do, and I would be perfectly happy to do it on this save file. I probably will not do the Nightmare King Grim until after I get the 100% completion on Steel Soul mode, though. Oh, good point. The king may not be truthful in what lies beyond Hollow Nest. I definitely should have looked down before just jumping. Let's look down this time. Great. I will not die here. But having... One of the reasons that I will not die here is because I intend to actually pay attention. You just jumped right onto those spikes, sir. You have nothing to blame but yourself. You did the same thing. I question whether the Hollow Nest actually gives you a mind that's worth talking about. Ooh, almost got all three of them. I just slashed my nail the wrong way on the last one. So this way lies Joni's charm. Let's get Joni's charm. Joni's blessing. Joni's blessing. And there's Joni. Blue Child Joni. Ah, I see you bear my blessing. I can't remember giving it, but my memory has been a little lacking of late. Isn't it just so peaceful here? Such a perfect place to rest. I'm glad that you like your final resting place, Joni. One of the things that I do intend to do differently than I did the first time is not use my dream nail on the ghosts for no reason. I thought the first time that I was helping bring them to the resting ground, and I've been informed that that is not what I do. So we will not bother the sleeping spirits. Come on, there we go. The Wayward Compass is the best charm. I challenge that. The Wayward Compass is a fine charm indeed, and I do like having it on. But, see these little swarm creatures that gather money for me? Those little swarm creatures are quite nice. I like this charm. What are the charms that I have on anyway? Yeah, the Gathering Swarm. The Gathering Swarm is probably one of my favorite charms. And then the Fragile Strength is very close by, along with the Mark of Pride. And I have to say, the Fragile Greed is very high on my list of favorite charms, even though I'm not going to be wearing it in this particular run. Well, he just ran onto the spikes there. Poggy Thorax. Right. So Poggy Thorax, I don't know what we're going to do with him. Also, is there a way for me to get up there? Well, I can't jump while I'm in the air, so maybe I can go from the other angle. I was thinking that I could do everything in the Howling Cliffs with what I have now. And I think that's mostly true. There are a couple things that I can't do. For one, this is one of the places that Mr. Mushroom comes. Can't do that. I am Gorb. Bow, 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 bow to Gorb. The Great Mind. I am Gorb. Ascend, 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 ascend with Gorb. I like Gorb. Hello, Gorb. I'm glad to battle you. You are a fun ghost to battle. One of my favorites. We have not yet gotten to the 3s, but I have to remind myself that it's coming. Alright, there's Gorb. And we get our first... we defeat our first warrior dream. I am Gorb, the Great Mind. The pain, ascend, ascend. I am... He's Gorb, the Great Mind. Here lies Gorb, the Great Mind. Wonderful. The first warrior dream on Steel Soul mode. Hello, Nailmaster Mato. I'm impressed you found my sanctuary here on the top of the world. No doubt you've endured many trials and overcome many foes in your quest to find me. Hate to say it, but it was not my quest to find you. I will learn your art, though. I have mastered the Cyclone Slash, which I might never use, honestly. I hope you don't think me too forward when I say that I consider you to be my child. That is far too forward, and I reject being your child. But I will still bow to you. Wait a minute. Let's dream nail him. My brother, Shio, how fare you in that green kingdom of thorns you call home? I think of you every time I raise my nail. Do you ever close your eyes and remember the time we spent together with Oro and our masters? I like to think you do. He might actually. And I think we are essentially done with the Howling Cliffs. The Howling Cliffs is a small area. And I think I will go to the Royal Waterways next. After going down here and finishing out a couple things. Maybe only one thing in King's Pass. The one thing I can think of that we haven't done here is go up this way. Whoops. This really just opens a shortcut. I don't think there's anything up here to collect, though, which is sad. It'd be very nice if there was a money egg or something up here. This may also have been the dangerous way down. So, King's Pass. Is there anything that I haven't done in King's Pass? I don't think so. So I guess we'll just leave. Did I break the rock before it hit me? If I did, I have not known that you could do that. I've already got the money egg down there. And I've already got the charm. Alright, let's go. Oh, I really like this part. Because the elder bug is so incredibly concerned. Ah, look there! Something strange and sinister has suddenly appeared. Ugh, it fills me with dread. I think it best I try to ignore it. Let's dream nail him too. Why must these grotesque strangers intrude on our peaceful little home? Sometimes it feels like the whole world is conspiring to make me uncomfortable. Aha! His key. Very honest of me to return it. Yes. These items may be a little time-worn, but they still retain their full market value. So, what do I want? I want the elegant key. That's probably number 1 on my list. And then we could buy a couple charms. And now we do not have enough money to buy a charm notch. But I'll buy a mask shard while I'm here. Great. Next. I did not actually intend to go in there. Let's go back out. Let's go to the Royal Waterways. And the city storerooms is probably the easiest way to get there. What can I do in the City of Tears? You know, I just bought the elegant key. I might as well go use the elegant key. And there is an essence tree down here that we haven't done yet. Let's do that too. Come on. Oh, I missed. We need 100 essence for the first thing. I don't remember what any of the essence rewards are. I do know that you get the... I don't know what it's called. You get the ability to create teleportation spots. But I don't know when you get that. I think you also get a pale ore. So I definitely want the pale ore. I've lost all of my blue faces. And one of my white faces. The pale ore is definitely something that we want. Because upgrading my nail more would be great. Promised plenty. Souls to serve. Soul twisted. That's basically describing the Soul Sanctum. And I believe this is the way. I believe this is the way to where I want to go. Yes, it is. Let's go do this part of the Soul Sanctum. An ornate door where we can fit the elegant key. This is an upgraded version of this enemy where he has the little folly enemies coming around. Whoa. Okay. That was my batteries dying in my controller. And I quickly hit the escape button. So, let's replace batteries in my controller before moving on. I'll be right back. Great, I am back. Now, last time this happened to me, during a run, the batteries that I put in were not great. And so I'm going to be a little bit worried and be ready to hit the escape button again. This enemy is not one that I can reasonably heal, which is sort of a problem, because I would love to heal. Gosh. Ho-ho. Barely survived that. There we go. Well, that was the closest this run came to ending so far. But it did not end. Have to admit that my heart is racing a little bit after that. I consumed the Shade Soul. This is one of my favorite spells. Quite nice to get it. There is a bench right here where I can heal up and then consider what to do next. I think the next thing I want to do is go straight to where the Royal Waterways are. So that's a good question. Will I go to 112% or just 100%? So my plan for Steel Soul mode is to essentially go until I die. And that will most likely be after I get to 100%. I am going to lock in the achievement, though, for beating Steel Soul mode on 100% before I continue on. But nevertheless, my plan is to go until I die. Which might be essentially after I get to 100% and beat the game. I'm going to do things that are relatively easy. Whatever I consider the easiest next thing to do until that thing kills me.
Velmi Artred.
Let's see what he says for Wanderer Journal number 4, maybe? A Wanderer's Journal. Yes, yes. I'll add it to the pile with the others. I don't know when I'll get to decipher this one. It's long, hard work translating the many languages of the bugs that explore these caverns.
Velmi Artred.
A Wanderer's Journal. You have a knack for finding these. Corpses must be frequent on your journey. No doubt your nails created many more.
Velmi Artred.
He gets increasingly or decreasingly excited about each one that I sell him. Another Wanderer's Journal, eh? This journal is of traditional stone type. Text endures well upon it. In its declining age, the city switched from stone to parchment woven of spider silk. It's a small tragedy, but the moisture in these towers has rendered most of those texts ineligible.
Velmi Artred.
I said ineligible? Illegible. Another Hallownest seal. Others have told me there's a statue out by the city's entrance depicting a large knightly figure. Could be one of the kingdom's great 5. I'd have looked it over myself, but the gate's long been shut tight, and it's too much hassle taking the long way around with all those blasted husks about.
Velmi Artred.
Wonder what the long way is. I haven't actually gone to the right. Yep, that's another Hallownest seal, all right. The shop will be overflowing with these things soon. Gah, I'd never guessed so many would still be lying around. If they're as common as you make them seem, maybe I've been offering too much for them. Alright, the King's Idols, an icon of Hallownest King, who is revered as both a god and a ruler, made out of a mysterious white material. These are rare and very valuable. A King's Idol, eh? Hallownest King was an elusive figure, deified by the citizens. With the king rarely seen, worship was offered through these idols. There's an expert craft to them. Few alive could match this skill.
Velmi Artred.
A King's Idol. If you look closely, each of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each was tailored to the owner, a personalized symbol of the king's omnipotence. It looks like you don't have any relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me and I'll give you a fair amount of geo for them. No touching the antiques, my stock is not for sale. Still, if you've managed to come upon any interesting trinkets upon your travels, I may be willing to trade. Step over to the counter there and I'll see what you've got. There's a forgotten history hidden in this kingdom's antiques, though few seem willing to look. Others come just to claw away at the cracks and ruins. Pah, scavengers and thieves, it's contemptible.
Oh, Paul.
Admiring my shop, are you? Well, I'm no squatter. This place was dead empty when I moved in, and there's no one left alive who'd lay claim to the tower. I think that defines a squatter, sir. If you fancy yourself a domicile in the city, go find somewhere else, preferably in another building. I'm well content with just my relics. I'm not after neighbors. We've talked long enough, I think. Relics need cleaning, texts need deciphering. Out with you. This isn't a museum. Let's dream nail him too. This short one's got an odd look about it, though vaguely familiar. Lem is amusing, and I have not read most of what Lem has to say before now, because I sold nothing in my previous run. So, the Royal Waterways. These are a little bit confusing. There's at least one part of the Royal Waterways that I don't know if I've been more than once. Here is Tuck, I believe. Whoa. Tuck is gone? Oh man, I didn't find Tuck fast enough. I don't know when the infection starts to spread, but I did not realize that it had already spread this soon. I do also wonder where Lem gets all of his money. Presumably the only way to get money around here is to find it. Maybe there was a lot of money to find in the city, though. It could be one of the reasons why he's taking up shop there. So, I can go down or up. I think to the general left is a place that I have not been much. Let's defeat these enemies and fill out my hunter's journal for them a little bit. So down below me is how you get to most of the things in the Royal Waterways. I'm going to ignore that for now and see if I can complete everything on the left path first. And I have to remember that the water is not dangerous. Most of the water in this game is dangerous, but not this one. You're free, little grub. Head upward, a little bit to the left. I think that I may have missed something over here. Let's go back and get it. This way. Yeah, right up here. There is a rancid egg. I still don't know what you do with rancid eggs. I was told in the last stream what they do outside of Steel Soul mode, but I haven't yet learned what they do inside Steel Soul mode. I'll be interested to find out when I have essentially an extra key. What is over here? A mask shard. That's quite nice. So in the Royal Waterways, I think the next dangerous area is when fighting... Yeah, when fighting the Dung Defender. It's probably the next danger in this run. But up until then, there's a fair amount of things to do. I was actually trying to bounce off of that enemy to get up, and I kind of flubbed it. I have already completed these in my hunter's journal. There's just so many of them. This looks like it's a fight. It is not a fight. It looked like the arena that a fight would normally be in. And I see evidence of a cartographer. So below me is where I was before. I don't want to drop down, because if I drop down, there's not an easy way to get back up. We still haven't found the cartographer. Is he above? He might be above. Well, I did get another rancid egg. Of all of the areas in this game, I think the Royal Waterways is rather creepy. It's definitely not the most creepy. That clearly goes to the Deep Nest. But Royal Waterways is the second most creepy area. And as I suspected, my batteries are not great, so we're going to pause again and see if I can find good ones. Alright, batteries number 5 and 6, go. To answer the question, who is my favorite boss? Well, if we're including all of the gods of Hollow Nest, my favorite is Gorb. I like Gorb. Gorb is fun to fight every time. If we're including just the bosses, like just the major boss enemies, I think that I would have to go with the Dung Defender. Oh no. Well, I guess he's not a major boss, but Marmu. Marmu is my second favorite. A labyrinth of pipes and tunnels. I couldn't have asked for a better place to employ my talents. It's all so orderly. Ah, but so sad. My trunk is telling me those fungal wastes are close, and I sense my damp adventure may have reached its end. Guess I'll be calling this map done. Great. We've purchased another map, and I have opened the pathway to the fungal wastes. I've already done everything down there that I can recall. And now to go to the lower path within the Royal Waterways. Have I gone a different path for some reason? I have gone backward. Apparently the royal waterways confuse me more than the cartographer. Huh. Did I put myself into a hard place to get back to? Oh, it really looks like I can get out of here by bouncing off of that right there. Darn. Maybe I can't. Maybe I have to go all the way around, which would be very sad. I'm going to try a couple more times. Oh no. I think I have put myself into a hard place to get out of. Well, we'll go around then. Oh, never mind. We can go the bottom path. Now, down here to the rest of the royal waterways. Quickly open that, but I'm going to do the left part first. That's my plan anyway. These enemies are a lot easier to deal with when you defeat them in one hit. I would like to be able to defeat them in one hit again. And by again, I mean in this save file. These, so many enemies. So many enemies. There we go. Haha, I used the downward descent. I have to congratulate myself every time because I do it so little. Come on, I know you're one more. There we go. Now, for a mini-boss. The Fluke Marm, where we can get another charm. I am intentionally not worried about the Fluke Marm. I never am worried about the Fluke Marm. Even though I've gotten hit several times, I'm still unconcerned about the Fluke Marm. Let's heal again. Every time you hit me, I can heal at least once. Heal once. Oh, I messed up that heal by not holding the button down the whole time. So, in the many times that I've fought the Fluke Marm, I have not done well against the Fluke Marm every time, but I've always beaten it without trouble, even when doing extremely poorly, like I did there. I'm just so unconcerned about that mini-boss. I apparently caused some of you to be concerned, while I was very unconcerned. That's fine. Now that we have a path back, let's go deeper in. Hello, Logan. Welcome to the stream. It's probably a good time for me to talk about what I've done so far. My current goals is to go fight the Dung Defender. Did I defeat him? No, I did not. I still didn't defeat him? Wow, how much life do these things have? Are they spell resistant? How would I know? So my current plan is to go to the Dung Defender, and from the Dung Defender I intend to go down into the Ancient Basin. I have already gotten the Dream Nail and gone through the Forgotten Crossroads, the Green Path, the Howling Cliffs, and the Fungal Wastes. I've actually never been to the Fog Canyon in this run yet. I'm planning to go there essentially when I have to. Alright. Don't know how much I want to defeat those big enemies, because they just have so much life and they're annoying to defeat. Maybe I'll just let him go by. This one I think I might have to defeat. Just because it'll cause me a lot of trouble if I don't. Also, I put myself in a corner for some reason. Not the best plan. There, that's what I was going for. I thought that you had to destroy that with the downward smash. I was wrong. Did I kill Mulek? I don't know what Mulek is. I'm trying to think of the different things in this game and what might be similar to Mulek, but I can't think of any. Alright, come on, there we go. The Moloch, the Brooding Moloch. Yes, I did. I did defeat the Brooding Moloch and got one of my mask shards from the Brooding Moloch. This right here has always confused me. It seems like there would be a secret right there. And there is not. As many times as I have hit it, it remains no secret. Now, I do not have a simple key, and I will not spend a simple key there yet. I think that's the last simple key that I will spend, is opening the God Home. This is heading me back up to the city, which is fine. Kind of meandering my way through, going to all of the different parts. I don't have a reason to go back to the city yet. other than just going back there because this is where the path leads. And I guess we will meet a character that has confused me, to say the least. Hello. Glah glah, mother sends treasure, gather it up. Mother's glow, so angry, so angry. Safe, glah, little sisters, glah glah. See, that of the characters in this game, I know of as the fluke flunk. And that's mostly because I just don't know what he is doing in this world. That's a very accurate description. I am so in the weeds with this guy. I think that's a very accurate description of my relationship with the fluke flunk. I just want to believe that there is a reason that we should care about him. And there probably just isn't. Back to the Royal Waterways. And I believe I've done pretty much everything on the left and down path. I'm going to rest at this bench just to update my map. Alright. I think I've been the left and down paths. Let's go to the right path. And the right path is basically just going to the Dung Defender himself. Another rancid egg for some purpose that I've not yet discovered. Where is this? I know this is not going to the Dung Defender. I'm trying to remember where this is. Ah, this is up here. Okay then. Let's now go to the Dung Defender. And this will be another boss. Is it my 4th boss or my 5th boss? I forget at this point. But here is another boss on my journey to defeat all the bosses on Steel Soul mode, as well as beat the game. But one of the things is beating all the bosses. Hello, Dung Defender. Now, the Dung Defender is not a boss that I'm particularly good against. He should be a lot easier than I think I make him out to be. I actually think that I'm better at the White Defender than I am the Dung Defender, which sounds ridiculous. Come out of the ground. But I do like his attachment to glorious combat. So this is the part where he comes out of the ground a whole bunch of times. It's actually one of the easier parts in the battle, in my opinion. You can just hit him over and over again. Where'd he go? I hit him while he was underground? Never done that before. Oh, I can destroy the balls with my spells. That is newly discovered for me, just now. Got him. And we get the Defender's Crest. As well as... So I am going to... Well, I can't right now. I am going to bust down through there. Let's get a little bit of soul first. There we go. A little bit of soul. And we get a King's Idol. And there is the resting place of the Dung Defender. This room. I think the easiest way to handle this room is to go down, hit the essence tree, and then come back up. Because the essence tree is going to make me go back up anyway, so might as well go down first. I wish I could heal. It would be nice to be at full health. So let's not get too damaged on our attempt to complete the essence tree. That is goal number 1. Don't get too damaged. Goal number 2 is actually complete the essence tree. Ha. I mean, I guess that's a route too. Just skip the essence tree altogether, but I like collecting all the things. And it has all these little balls of essence. Which, to be fair, the trees are not your primary source of essence. The enemies that you defeat give you hundreds, and the trees give you, like, tens. So, all of the trees in the game, I think, don't even add up to one of the later bosses that you defeat for essence. So, I think if I go up here, I can unlock part of the city. Because I think that there is part of the city that is locked over here. Yeah, that right there. I've just unlocked part of the city. Which is good. Oh, and we can get the cutscene. I forgot this cutscene existed. The Hornet. I previously thought that the Hornet was related to the Hollow Knight, but I don't think she is. I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of 2 voids. It's no surprise then you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In so doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If knowing that truth, you'd still attempt a role in Hollow Nest's perpetuation, Seek the grave in ash, and the mark it would grant to one like you. Where did the hornet come from? That is an excellent question. From above? That's the easy answer. I mean, if you look at the map, the top part of that room is just inaccessible to me. I've never been able to see the top part of that room. So for all I know, the hornet is coming from someplace that's connected to that I just can't go. Oh, where do I think the hornet came from originally? Different question, sorry. I don't rightly know, but I believe the hornet is related to not the shades, but the other denizens of the land. I think that she is related to one of the knights. She's like the daughter of a knight of the kingdom. Heading into the ancient basin. So the ancient basin does have a boss. Another potential danger on my way of completing everything. Here's a nice wanderer's journal. And one of the nice things is the double jump ability. The monarch wings is in the ancient basin. And that, of course, is something that I would like very much. Come on, man. So, I tried to use the spell there, and I just failed to use it. There we go. Got it. I can see how the spell is useful against these enemies. Because it hits such a wide area, and they're hard to hit with the other spells and your nail. Got him. Trying to think of what I intend to do in the ancient basin. I am going to drop money in the fountain. I don't know how much money the fountain takes, but I know it doesn't take an infinite amount of money. It doesn't take just whatever you have. It takes a certain amount. So I'm going to see whether all of the money that I have now is enough. Before going down, let's go to the left. I forget what all is over to the left, but I'm sure there are goodies to be had. Skipped going down there because I wanted to go the up path first. These little lesser Maliks. I feel like I'm becoming less careful. I should get more careful, not less careful. Cloth. I dealt with all of those beasts. You're ashamed to say you were hiding. Those ghastly things chased me and I ran. If you hadn't come along, who knows if I'd ever survived. Others take me for a fearsome warrior, what with my impressive size, but this kingdom's beast, I wonder if I'm just no match for them. Enough, I cannot wallow in my weakness. I must take strength from your example. You act so confident in battle. You show no fear before your foes. I'll try my best to do the same. I do show no fear before my foes, which might not be the best lesson to learn from me. I perhaps should have a little bit of fear. Perhaps. Ho-ho! A pale ore. Now that is extremely useful. I had forgotten it was here, but it is one of the many things that I want a lot. I'm probably going to upgrade my nail pretty quickly, because upgrading the nail does a lot for the Steel Soul mode run, I think. Wow, he sought me out, didn't he? Heal up from that disaster. Oh darn, I used all of my soul. And I defeated all of the enemies. Alright, let's find a source of soul so I can go down. Just need a little bit of soul. So I was already in the ancient basin. That was not very accurate. I don't know why it doesn't tell you that you're in the ancient basin until that point. So where is the ground? There it is. Wonderful. You're free! Head upward. You can find your people. Oh, that's a good point. So, when you go here, you get to the motifs that they want you to associate with the area. Even though the other parts of the area look a little bit different, this is the official, this is what the ancient basin looks like. And so this is what you're supposed to associate with the words ancient basin. I think that's an excellent explanation. All right. Missing Monarch, we need you now. Let's throw all of our money into the fountain and see what comes out. 3,000. So it did not take all of it, it took 3,000. And we get a vessel fragment. Wonderful. We still have enough to buy a map. Old caverns, these ones. Can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, all right. I reckon not many'd reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I, at least in recent history. Purchase a map, of course. Another map down. So I don't think there's much reason to go to the palace yet. I can't go into the palace. I can't go into the abyss. So let's just go left. Is there any reason to get this bench? I don't know. But I got it. Because I like getting the things. In Steel Soul mode, why do we need that bench? And be careful because they put spikes at the end. The devilish designers. And this is the first time that we discover those creatures. The little orange light creature things that are clearly spreading the infection. They're like the rats in the plague. Of course. Remember, there's always spikes below. Never think that there are not spikes below. There are always spikes below. Got him. Now, this one we can just avoid. And then this one we can defeat. Great. This one we just avoid. Skillfully dodged. And we get a simple key. What am I going to do with that simple key? I could open Gigi's hut and learn what Gigi does with the rancid eggs. I think that would be useful to do. There are 4 keys. I'm trying to remember what the 4th one does. I know there's a key for the Royal Waterways. There's a key for Gigi's hut. There is a key for the God Home. That leaves 1 key that I don't remember what it's for. Oh, I don't defeat those in 1 hit. That's good to know. I agree that the bench animation, when you unlock one of the folding benches, is wonderful. And that is well worth the money spent. Alright, next boss time. Let's fight the Broken Vessel. Technically, this is a time that I could die. It is another boss in Steel Soul mode, and I am not dealing as much damage as I could be, because I haven't upgraded my nail as much as I could have. But I believe in myself. The worst thing that he does is jump at me. Okay. This one is probably the most annoying, because you could get hit. You see, if he had just jumped, it would have been stronger than jumping and hitting the ground. Don't really remember how many times... Oh, I guess it's 2. You stagger him twice. And that is the Broken Vessel defeated on Steel Soul mode. I can, but I will not fight the Lostkin next. Even though it's a possibility, I think I'm going to leave that one till later. Wonderful. The Monarch Wings. Oh, apparently I'm wrong about how bosses get staggered. Like maybe it isn't a number of times. Alright, that's good to know. I've been thinking of that wrongly for a long time now. I've gotten my wings. I believe I can fly. Now, what is next? I honestly don't know what to do next. So I'm gonna have to think about it. What do I want to do next? Now that we have the Mothwing Cloak, it's easier to go several places. Oh, I remember what the other key does. The other key is for the fountain in the city. The pleasure house has a key. Whoops. Alright, this one, I think we have to do this. Not the most successful. But I think that's what we've got to do, right? Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Could be remembering that wrong. There we go. That's the easy way to do it. Oh, this enemy came right as I was planning to heal myself. I think that I really want the tram key, which means I could go into the deep nest and get the tram pass, is what I mean. Well, in any event, the first thing that we should do is open the hidden station. We'll just go right by the palace doors. Crash into this wall. I guess what I want to do most is I want to upgrade my nail. And I should be able to do that because I can always sell more to Lem. I don't remember how much I get charged for upgrading my nail, but let's go back there. A sequencing request. Yes, go ahead. I do not mind being told which of the things to do first. Not sure what significant info means, though. Defeat the Hornet before Hera. Okay. How is that new information? I think I did that in my first run. I defeated the Hornet before Hera the Beast. And I recall the Hornet talking about Hera the Beast as a parent figure. Maybe that's what you're referring to. But sure, no reason not to do that. I guess I could do the Watcher next. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go to the Watcher's Tower next, since I'm already in the city. Oh, you returned. I see you have some pale ore, a fine, rare metal. Give me that ore, and some geo. Of course, please strengthen my nail. As you wish. I'll get to work then.
Akari.
I've added a channel to your nail. It should cut much more efficiently. You'll find it stronger than ever. Head out and test your blade. So I essentially want to go right. Right a whole lot. This is a very easy way to go right a whole lot. Oh, I defeat these enemies in one hit now. That is quite nice. Alright, this is the Watcher's Tower. Let's do it. Which means that I will be fighting another boss, the Watcher Knights. I'm not worried about the Watcher Knights, but I do know that the Watcher Knights are more dangerous than I think they are. Because a couple times where I have thought that the Watcher Knights would be no problem, they were more of a problem than I thought they would be. So I'm going to remain vigilant and careful with the Watcher Knights. Just coming over here, just in case that updates my map, that I've been near that bench. Alright, this battle right here is a more significant one than it looks like, because that guy does deal a lot of damage. And he hits very hard. But even though that's the case, I said that he does a lot of damage and he hits very hard. That's not what I meant to say. That's kind of silly. That's saying the same thing twice. What I meant to say is that he hits very hard and his hits hit in a wider range than you might expect. Now, as mentioned, when I use the bench, the enemies come back. I really just wanted to get this money egg. Oh gosh. I have angered many enemies. There we go. The white lady will tell me what I need to know. Interesting. I will definitely pay attention to what the white lady says. I'm very interested to know what you mean. What did coming down here do? I'm not sure. Oh, I thought he did 2 damage. Was I wrong about that the whole time? Or maybe he does 2 damage if he hits you squarely. Coming this way opens this gate, and then we'll go back. Anything else? Nothing. Let's go up. Rescue another grub. By the way, this is another area of the game that I'm just convinced there should be a secret right here. That curtain does not mean a wall to me. That curtain means something that you could go through. You're free! Head upward! Yeah, this right here. So strange. It's so strange that every time I go through this section of the game, I'm always hitting every wall, hoping that it opens. We're going to ignore that elevator. I hate those elevators. And, using my knowledge, we will fight, I believe, one less Watcher Knight, because I dropped this down. Here we go, the Watcher Knights. Another boss in my Steel Soul mode run. There we go. So far, this is going great. Defeated one before the next one awakened. Oh, but there's two awakening right next to each other. Darn. I don't like it when they do different things. I like it when they do the same thing, like that. Paying a lot more attention here because the Watcher Knights, there's a lot of them, and that means that any damage I take could be a little bit significant. If I take 1 damage per Watcher Knight, I think I could die. Although this is going great. I've used a lot of spells, and I think that is to my benefit. Oh, I was trapped in his death animation. There we go, the Watcher Knight's down. Another boss down in my Steel Soul mode. Feel pretty good about how this is going. Oh, interesting. So where I go straight into the Watcher Knights, apparently John puts that off until right before the Hollow Knight. Cannot watch longer. You're a terrible watcher. The watchers keep watching. So, if I recall correctly, the third one of these has a secret. Yes. Sleep beckons eternal, and these words become my last. Though my gaze shall no longer fall upon the city, I will act forever in its protection. For king, for bug, for hollow nest, I heed now to my rest. The last words of the Watcher. I'm gonna look out this telescope. It's so weird. It's just like a little animation. But there you go. If you go up the Watcher's Tower, you have to watch. Let's inspect first. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. Oh, it's a Castlevania reference? I've actually never played Castlevania, like any of the Castlevanias. Oh, I forgot to dream nail these in my first one. For King Beloved, to sleep, to serve, bonds must remain. 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 Too bad. I break the bonds. And we've gotten one of the 3 seals. The egg is awakening. Wonderful. I think what I'm going to do next is go to the deep nest through the fungal wastes. So to do that, I need to go down, and I guess there's no reason not to go right and unlock the king station while we're going. But my goal in the deep nest is the tram pass. Hold on, we have to call the elevator first. These infernal elevators will be in the way. I think I need to go to the left. Yeah, let's get out of this room. Out of the room. What can I do in the room before the king station? I think there's at least one thing I can do. Fighting these guys is probably not worth it. Some of them I guess I should fight because they're in the way, but I should not fight all of them. Like that one's in the way. Guess we can just walk past him. So I don't want to use my key there. I can go in here. And this one has the secret that I discovered late in my original run. $420 money. I wonder if they thought about that and specifically made him have 420 money. The glowing creature that you can find. This one, I believe there's a grub. Yep. Save the grub. Oh, he hit me. He hit me for 2. Shoot him. You're free! Go up and to the left. Can I get more health? So I know where a few of the mask shards are, but I don't know where all of them are. I do know that going to the Queen Station I can get a mask shard. So I could get another health probably pretty easily, and it'd be worth doing. That it was a fine request. Get more health. Unlock the Stagway. It's not the only appearance of that number in the game. Okay, so maybe there is a number of 420 references, and I have just only noticed the one. So Dirtmouth first. I'm going to turn in the grubs. I have collected a lot of grubs, I think, since the last time we were there. So let's turn in some grubs. Oh, and I have a key. I was going to go... Yeah, let's go back up. Let's just immediately go back up. Hello, Gravedigger. Another wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many a corpse in your wake. If you won't spare thought for the dead, at least consider all the extra work you force upon those in my profession. All right, I will consider it. Stone door with a simple lock. Let's open it. Ho-ho! GG is special for Steel Soul mode? Does Jin dream what purpose mine to serve enough? Ho-ho! Steel Soul Jin. This is a different character. Is it? Here, waking Jin? Observed, small, dull, no soul, long shadow. It is blank, but brave. Does it bring offering? Jin has only many small, shiny things, useless to Jin, but will trade for wonderful gift. Would it offer gift so wonderful to Jin? I will give Jin a rancid egg. Gift is horrible gift. Disgusting. But Jin knows one who appreciates. Friend of Jin, eats nasties, loves nasties, shall accept, shall provide. Shinies for tiny it, good to give shinies, less burden for Jin. Oh, we got money. Ho-ho, I like money. I will give you a rancid egg. Another horrible, disgusting gift. Jin will keep gift for friend of Jin, and it shall have shinies. That is trade. Is it just a random amount? Because that was different both times. Another, does it offer to Jin? Of course. Another horrible, disgusting gift. 323. I think it's going down every time I give it one. Another horrible, disgusting gift. That is trade. Another, does it offer? Yes, I do. Another horrible, disgusting gift. 301 this time. I will offer yet another horrible, disgusting gift. 308. That went up. I don't know how many rancid eggs I have. 438 that time. It seems random. Another horrible, disgusting gift. 406. A problem. It did not bring the gift Jin wants. No trade can occur. None. Will it seek out the gift Jin wants? The horrible, round, disgusting gift? Will it return? Jin will be waiting. Great. So I have met a new character. I have actually seen a picture of that character. There was a mod that I played for... There was a mod that I played for Slay the Spire. It's on my channel, where one of the cards in that mod had a picture of that character on it, but I didn't know what it was, and now I do. It is Jin, which only appears in Steel Soul mode. Apparently it replaces Gigi, and is probably a friend of Gigi. I'm guessing that's what it's referring to when it says a friend that eats the disgusting gifts. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. I've already collected 100. No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old realm. Perhaps you frightened them. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket as encouragement from me and return when you have collected 200. A Hollow Nest seal. I hold over 200. I'm proving a talent in the collection. Oh, great. He's going to open the door. That's very helpful. The door is open and I can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely there and you may hear the utterings of bugs long gone. But you still have a long way to go. Return to me once you've collected 300. Sometimes dreams take the shape of those who have passed away. Such dreams are bountiful sources of essence. You should search carefully near graves and other monuments. Oh, right. I can fight another dreamer here in the resting place. How much do I have? 230. We'll be back soon. But first, let's go here. I'm not going to go through all the spirits. I did go through all the spirits in my first run and listen to every one of them, and I thought it was a nice moment in the run to kind of take a breather and listen to the dead. But we will take no such moment here. This is a king's idol. And these are the statues, I believe, of the moths of old. The people of the moth. And this right here, I've discovered this before, and it confuses me to no end. There's like a little platform right here. Why? Why is there a little platform right there? I have no idea. But there is. And it's like designed as a platform. Oh, there is something in this room. There's a reason for the platform. Oh my gosh. Oh. What did I do? I have hit a thing with a dream nail. I hope this is not a fight. You who pry even to the most hidden of dreams, take heed. Recorded within this shrine are utterings from another world. Though the words may seem strange, remember they come from minds different to ours, the minds of a group united in mysterious cause. To believe or disbelieve, the choice is yours. So I have never found this before, by the way. This is completely new to me. The Shrine of Believers. Do I really want to go through something new on my Steel Soul mode? Berserker the hero. A hero is someone that does more than just help others in need. Breathe close upon the ashes, it may be flames will flare. Light an extinguished ember for one that you remember and 10 that you forgot. Though all things must end, Hollow Nest will stand forever as a tomb of gods and bugs, a monument to all they have achieved. There are a gazillion of these. Okay. I will not read all of them. This kind of feels like a room to recognize Kickstarter backers. Holy cow. Okay, there are a ton of these. Oh man. The shrine is dedicated to 4 warriors. May their spirits rest in peace and their deeds never be forgotten. Okay. Well. How do we leave? Do I go back to leave? Maybe I just fall? Okay, I can just fall and leave. Alright. Discovering a new thing in the game on this run was almost bound to happen because I discover a new thing almost every time I go back to some place in this world I haven't been before, or I've been several times. I discover a new thing going back to them, but still, I am very happy and interested to discover a new thing in the game yet again. Now, let's get some more essence. I recall this essence tree being one of the more annoying ones to collect them all. But we're just going to go top to bottom as best I can. Yeah, this is why it's annoying. This one right there. Got it. Now let's go up and listen to the tree, because you can't collect all the essence and not listen to the tree. At least, not unless you're on a speed run. Sacred memories, honored souls. Great. What's next? Next is defeating another boss. Let's defeat the ghost to the left over here. I guess I could have done this in a different order. Oh well. Let's do it in this order. Stop there. Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom, I thought that strength alone would grant me these things. In my dreams, I would cut that plague with my nails. Then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. I still hope. I will challenge the warrior dream. I actually don't have the spell that makes this battle easier. The up spell is the spell that I would use in this battle. And I never got the up spell, because I've never been to the Fog Canyon, which is where you get the spell. Let's try not to get damaged anymore. The tricky part is when the nails go back. Like when the nails come out, you can tell where they're going and how to avoid them. But when they go back, that's the tricky part. Ah, I can see now. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor. Simply call me a fool. Alrighty, I think there's nothing over here except the tramway. Yeah, nothing but the tramway this way. People can get above 0. Now that is pretty cool. I would love to see that. Getting above 0 seems very hard to do. Since we're here, I'm doing a lot of things because we happen to be in the area, and this is no different. Let's go down here because we're in the area. Now granted, I can't really do the quest down here the Grey Mourner's quest, but I can rescue a grub. You're free, little grub. And I believe there's a charm down here too that I can get. And lots of money. So I believe this leads to a charm. Aha! I knew he was there. Yeah, I love that detail. The shape of the room is the same as the shape of the snail, like especially the snail helmet that's right there. Let me rest. You may rest. And then there's an up path here. There's a lot of breakable walls and ceilings in this area. And this is where the Grey Mourner lives. Not going to do anything with the Grey Mourner right now. We'll come back later. Whenever it is in this run that I feel the need to do the Grey Mourner quest. And I have the appropriate places unlocked. I guess that's a requirement too. It's interesting that although this kind of spits orange stuff, it doesn't hurt me like the same orange stuff that the brooding Maliks or lesser Maliks spit. I've been extremely successful in avoiding those dive bombing enemies. Oh, of course I say that. It's fate. And another Hollow Nest seal. We're gonna have a lot to sell to Lem next time we see him. Am I clean? Yes, I am a pretty clean YouTuber. Basically, some of the people that watch my stream are my nieces that watch my videos, and if I wouldn't say it in front of my nieces, I would not say it on my stream. Open this, and then break this open. I forgot what was there, but I remembered not noticing it the first time. And we're at the Blue Lake. There are two reasons that I wanted to go to the Blue Lake. The first is to talk to Tiso. Hello, Tiso. Garg, what a calm place. It's action I want. Vicious and deadly battle. This serenity is a bore. The second reason I wanted to go to the Blue Lake is because it's right next to this. Which means we can buy more charms and charm slots. So, a charm notch. Very nice. I need 2 more. How about that? I can buy all that you have right here. And I'd be happy to do so. Wonderful. Let's put on some charms. So, now that I have a lot of charm slots, let's put on the even longer nail. And I have 1 left over. I guess that could be the Wayward Compass. Wayward Compass is always nice to have. There's gotta be something at the top of the Blue Lake, right? Yeah. There we go. A little bit more money, eventually, and something to add to my Hunter's Journal. I still haven't visited the sad guy since I said I was going to visit him. I've been kind of wandering around in all different places. So, let's go do that next. And of course, we can go back to the Moth Seer because we've collected more essence. Hello. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. I've collected 300, very encouraging. Tending these graves and guiding the Wielder, all penitents for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts, and return with 500. Oh, a pale ore. That is excellent. You know what? Because I got a pale ore out of that, I'm going to do a detour. Instead of going to the Deep Nest, I am going to go back to the Crystal Peak first. Now granted, the very first thing that I'm going to do is go back to Dirtmouth, visit the sad guy, collect some more things because of the grubs I've rescued. There's so many things to do. It's hard to put an order to them. So, the infected crossroads. The crossroads just became a lot more dangerous. I should pay a little bit of attention. Also, I can go up here now and do this essence tree. Both of them explode. So we'll let them explode before we go on. So the Moth Seer wanted 500. 500 will be essentially one more ghost that I fight. Which I could fight. I could do Elder Who as well. I guess I might do Elder Who relatively soon. Oh man, there's still an enemy up there. He managed to peg me from way up here. Good shot, man. I applaud you. Indeed, there are so many side quests, and I love side quests. Twisting paths, traveling masses, vessel sealed. So, sad guy, let's turn in some grubs. One bunch of money, 2 bunches of money, 3 bunches of money, 4 bunches of money, a shiny thing, 5 bunches of money, 6 bunches of money, 7 bunches of money, 8 bunches of money, 9 bunches of money, 10 bunches of money, another shiny thing. Well, that was quite nice. A Hallowness seal, and a rancid egg. both things that are useful only because I sell them. Next, I'm going down because there's another thing I can do. Another essence tree I can get. And why not? So in here, I can go up here and get another essence tree, as well as some blue faces. But the blue faces might not last. I don't know anything about what other Hollow Knight YouTubers there are out there, but at least I have done a lot of Hollow Knight. And I started playing Hollow Knight as a blind playthrough, so if you're into that, I've got tons of videos. And then, of course, I'm doing this stream, or this sequence of streams. And I do have a speedrun stream out there too, although it's not the normal speedrun. It's a speedrun by a person that does not know how other people speedrun Hollow Knight. I could have just super dashed and gotten all of those, but instead I did not, and I lost a blue face because of it. Great, let's see the tree. Soul attuned, spiral focus, shunned power. So the spiral focus, I'm guessing, and by the way, I have gone back and collected that in my main save file, so that is not the first time I've seen those words. But I'm thinking that spiral focus is referring to the snails, like the shell of the nail is spiraled. And I guess that's important for some type of focus, or some type of spell casting. And they are the shunned power of the world. So where am I going next? I had lots of plans. Lots and lots of plans. Let's spend some money. Actually, let's get some more money first. I guess I have to wake up Jin every time. It came back. Does it remember Jin? Will it offer a gift? Trade for useless shinies? Would it offer a gift so wonderful to Jin? I will give Jin a rancid egg. Gift is horrible gift, disgusting, but Jin knows one who appreciates. Friend of Jin, eats nasties, loves nasties. And I think I only collected one, right? Another horrible, disgusting gift. That is trade. Alright, how many did I collect? Okay, it was 2. So Salubra thinks that the spell casting is naughty. I guess that goes along with the forbidden power. I just realized something. I have not gone over here yet. And I know that the first thing that you do here is not fight. So let's meet the Grim. Hello. So it was you who called us. Well met, my friend, well met. I am Grim, master of this troop. The lantern has been lit, and your summons heeded. A fine stage you chose. This kingdom fallowed by worm and root, perfect earth upon which our ritual shall take place. And you, my friend, your own part is far from over. As the lantern flared, your roll was cast, our compact written in scarlet fire. Eager we are to see you commence, but first, some illumination is required. And I have the Grimchild. Across these lands my king now spread, harvesting that essence peculiar to my breed, the flame in dream. Seek my kin, claim their flame, and return it to me. Together, marvels shall be achieved. But don't fret, small one, for this task you won't travel alone. My child shall guide you to the flame and gather within itself that burning essence. Like you, the child plays a key role in this task. Only with it by your side will the flame and my kin reveal themselves to you. Great. I will be collecting fire. I won't be risking myself too much there, but I will be collecting some. Let's buy a mask shard. Very nice. One more and I go up a health. And there is one more. Let's go up a health. Oh, it replaced my blue face? You can kind of see a blue outline of where the blue face is. That's so weird. I guess they didn't really expect you to get that and have a blue face on. I think that's basically a bug. So, I want both of these. The vessel fragment I'll get first because I think it completes a vessel. Wonderful. And then, of these, the mask shard is the most important to me. Alright, we've almost bought out Sly, which is pretty neat. And one of the things that we bought was a rancid egg. Apparently Sly does not know of the Steel Soul Djinn over here. Let's sell even another rancid egg. Djinn knows one who appreciates friend of Djinn. Oh, only $2.91 for that one. That was my least one yet. So, I want to go to the Crystal Peak. What is the best way to get there? I never knocked down the elevator there, so I guess the best way to get there is the way that I went into the Crystal Peak the first time. And let's go into the Black Egg. Might as well see it in all its glory. The Temple of the Black Egg. By my count, I personally have found 3 bugs in Hollow Knight. 3 software bugs, that is. One of them was the one you just saw right there. And then I found one with the... Grey Mourner that I don't quite understand. where I said that I would like to do her quest, and she treated me as if I said no. But luckily, somehow if you ask enough, it just does the thing that you want. Or if you go out and come back in, I don't know. And then the third one that I found is with, oh, what is it called? The hunter. I was wearing a charm, and because I was wearing the charm when I met the hunter, things did not go well. Did I find another one other than those three? I don't remember another one that I've personally found. So there's nothing up there. Nope. Do you consider Elderbug a software bug? There are a ton of characters in this game. Speaking of that, I think I've personally, I have counted all of the characters that I found in this game, and I think it's in the 70s. There are 70 or so unique characters in Hollow Knight. Which I think is very impressive. Now, not all the characters do a whole lot, admittedly. But there are at least that many. And that's with me not actually counting some of the things that would make sense to count as characters, like the bosses. I've only counted characters that actually talk to you. Oh right, let's fight another boss. Because we can go up here now. The Enraged Guardian. He now does double damage, but I also deal more damage, so it's a fair upgrade to both of us. Of course, if you remember how fair the first fight was, you might not consider it fair. And another mask shard. Very nice. So now I'm going up, and I'm going up to Hallowness Crown, where I expect to find yet another pale ore, which means I can upgrade my nail. And on the way there are a lot of other things to collect. So there's an essence tree right there. Let's start by hitting this essence tree. And it looks like there's no essence this way. It's all above and to the left. In a normal game, if this was not Steel Soul mode, what I would do right here is use my super dash. I would probably fall into spikes multiple times doing so. Just letting you know how I'm holding myself back. My reckless nature is being held back at least a little bit. There we go. That completes the tree. It's kind of sad that we have to go down to see the tree, though. Light refracted. Energy contained. See, that's one thing that I probably shouldn't have done. Super dash across like that. This guy we're just going to hit a couple times because he's dangerous. Let's hit that guy too. And rescue another grub. You're free! Now, I remember this being tricky to get back. Yes, tricky to get back. So let's see here. There we go. If there was an enemy, I could bounce off the enemy and make it to the top shelf, but there's not, so I have to go all the way around. I'm still convinced you can get to Hallownest Crown without the Monarch Wings, because I firmly believe that you can bounce off of enough things with your nail that you can make the jumps. Isn't there a breakable ground here? No. That's not where the breakable wall is. There is breakable ground there. There we go. I feel like I have so much money. John says it can be done, but it's not worth it. I don't know. I kind of like finding the ways that you can sequence break a game. Especially ways that are not glitches, that are like exploits or things that are actually intended by the game. I enjoy that. I think that's the first time you've seen me get that secret, by the way. I did find that secret too in my speed completion. Those 3 money eggs there is the secret that I'm talking about. I did get a lot of money eggs, it's true. Now granted, I have a ton of money in this because I am selling all of the things that I find, and I do find a lot of things. And because it's Steel Soul mode, I'm also selling rancid eggs. So I feel like I'm just getting a mountain of cash. Here it is, a pale ore at the base of the Statue of the Radiance. Scary statue. Remember light. Great, now that I have those, I can go back to the City of Tears and upgrade my nail again. Provided I have the cash to do so. I don't actually know how much cash is required. We'll find out when we get there, I guess. So this I already got. Speaking of sequence breaks, I got that little collectible before I had the double jump. Just because I have figured out how to do that. You know what? I just realized this is one of the places that you fight the Grimm for a flame, and I could have been wearing the Grimm Child charm in order to fight the flame while I was going through here. But it's not too far from Dirtmouth, so it's not really a problem. It's not much time wasted at all. Let's defeat these guys first. So this right here is the first one of these that I discovered in this game. You think it's a grub, but no! It was somewhat terrifying the first time. You're free! Go to the left and down a little bit. And I've unlocked the elevator. Not that I have a reason to use that elevator, I guess except for the Grimm, which I just mentioned a moment ago. Oh, I didn't get any new rancid eggs. Whoops. So I'm not going to spend my money right now, because I want to make sure I have enough money to spend to upgrade my nail. And what's the easiest way? Probably King's Station. So we're about 2.5 hours into this stream, which means we're about 5.5 hours into my Steel Soul mode run. I am going to end the stream in roughly 30 minutes. What I'm intending to do before then is head over to the Deep Nest. I'll probably save at the fountain in the Deep Nest. Or maybe I'll go beyond that, depending on the time. I'm going to the Deep Nest primarily to get a tram key. Or not a tram key, a tram pass. Oh, I just barely hit the spike there. Oh well, it means I can speak to Lem. Oh, what are you doing out in this miserable downpour? Impressive fountain, isn't it? I'm sure we'd be able to appreciate it more if we weren't both getting drenched. That night up there was an important one. The plaque here mentions its sacrifice, which carries something of an ominous tone. Probably met some sort of horrible end, though it sounds like the knight's goal may have been achieved in the process. In all of the relics I've collected, I've yet to find a clue as to what that was. I could tell you, but I won't. I'll be getting back to my shop soon. If I stay out here too long, I'll get washed into the waterways. Come and visit if you like, if you have relics, I mean. I'm not much for chatter. I guess I can't sell relics to him right now, because he's not in his shop. Who were you, Mystery Knight? Why no mention beyond your fountain? I mean, if you go out into the world, man, there's plenty of mention. Whoa, almost got hit by him. Probably shouldn't be dashing about. Will that stop me? No, it does not stop me. I just dash into danger. Oh, he'll teleport to his shop if I go there? Alright. I've brought some ore and some money. A rare fine metal that. Ho-ho, just enough money. Upgrade that nail again. This is the third upgrade, so I have one more upgrade that I can do, but I do need to collect all of the remaining remaining pale ore to do that upgrade. So then, on to other things. I guess let's check whether Lem is at his shop. Why not?
Velmi Artrit.
Oh. A Wanderer's Journal? Have you heard that saying about stone journals? If danger lurks close by and your nail has dulled with wear, just swing your journal at your foes with blunt and deadly flare. It's a good one, isn't it? And accurate. They sure have a heft to them.
Velmi Artrit.
What's that? A Wanderer's Journal? I've so many of these now. Once I get around to deciphering them all, I'll be the preeminent scholar on Hollowness dead.
Velmi Artrit.
Another Hollowness seal. Pass it over then.
Velmi Artrit.
Oh, he didn't say anything? Just, here, give it to me, man. A Hollowness seal. You're a talented collector, all right. The best I've met. If you keep at it, I worry I'll run out of space in the shop.
Velmi Artrit. Velmi.
A Hollowness seal. You're a talented collector, all right. Oh man, he said the same thing. Have I gotten to the repeated one? I have.
Velmi Artrit.
Alright, King's Idol.
Velmi.
Another King's Idol. Have you visited the remnants of his palace? It's down below the city in the bedrock of the kingdom. Must have been an impressive sight in its time. Now there's nothing left. It's a strange thing, though. There are no signs of conflict around the area. It's as though the whole place just vanished.
Velmi Artrit.
A king's idol. I've often wondered the true visage of the king. Depictions are of an imposing, gleaming figure in a fiercely horned crown. I suspect there's much embellishment in the imagery, though. A ruler seeking worship tends to hide their blemishes. They do no good to appear a common bug.
Helmadelker.
Alright. We've filled back up our money. Yet again. So you say that none of the pale ore is out of reach. I can remember right now, you know, at this moment, I can remember where two of the remaining ones are. Nosk is one of them, and the other one is in the Trial of the Conqueror. I don't know. The second one of the Fool's Coliseum challenges. The Fool's Coliseum challenges are a little bit far away right now, just in terms of distance. And I don't remember where the third one is. Oh, the last one is given by the grub, by the sad guy. Okay. Well, I'm certainly getting a lot of grubs, so that's probably not too far away. Let's go to the Queen Station. Going to the Queen Station for a couple of reasons. One of them is I intend to go to... Oh, darn. I just realized. I do not have Isma's Tear yet. Change of plans. I'm going to get Isma's Tear before I go into the Deep Nest. And that's really partially because of how I want to make my way to the Deep Nest, rather than the Deep Nest itself. So let's get Isma's Tear, which unfortunately is heading backward. Let's go back to the King's Station. That's definitely the closest to the Royal Waterways. And I think if I go about this height, I will be safe from all of the enemies. I messed up that theory. Oh well. So to get to Isma's Tear, this is not what I intended to do. Not going to fight the White Defender just yet. Isma's Tear is down and to the right. From the big room. Down this way. Where have I not been in this game yet? I guess the main place that I have not yet been in this game is the Queen's Gardens and the Deep Nest. Oh, and the Fog Canyon. I've never been to the Fog Canyon. Or the Edge of the Kingdom. Kingdom's Edge. I guess there are quite a lot of places I haven't yet been. There's a lot of this game. It's going to take me a few more streams. Maybe 2 more. Maybe 3 more. And that's if I keep up doing about 3 hours a stream, which is a challenge. Playing a game for 3 hours in a row, that's a challenge not just for the gameplay, but also for scheduling. Anyway, that's kind of behind the content, and who wants to talk about that? Another rancid egg, which can turn into more money. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all this money I'm collecting. Surely there's not too many more things that you spend money on in this game. Can't think of that many more things. I guess the main money suck in the game is upgrading the breakable charms, the fragile charms, to unbreakable charms. And there's almost no point to do that. I mean, I guess there literally is no point in Steel Soul mode, other than just, you know, completion. Which is enough for me, but I guess I'll do that last with the money that I have. Millibel. Millibel moneybags will take the money off my hands. That's true. Hello, the eternal Emilicia. You've no doubt sensed my affluence. You're right to guess. I'm renowned among the upper caste of Hollownest. Well, I was once, until those cretins cast me out. Have you met them, my former fellows? That's them outside, their bodies shambling around, all mindless and empty. And I'm still alive to witness their pathetic demise. Ah, I'm just so happy. Fate can be such a wonderful thing. No doubt this one will meet its demise at the nails of the city's guards. I'll outlive you too, little grub, as I did all the others. Now that I have connected that, let's keep going into Isma's Grove. Only those who prove their honor in combat may enter the Grove beyond, which I have done. Upgrading fragile charms doesn't count for completion. Okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't count for the number on the screen, the 112%. I'm surprised that it doesn't. But there's a fair number of things that don't count toward that 112%. Just things that I know about, and I don't really know what does count. But still, like getting a golden Zote statue, sure, that doesn't count either. But you want a golden Zote statue, right? Hello, Isma, from Isma's Grove. I've consumed Isma's tear. I can now swim in the water. Which is great. I need that ability for multiple reasons. Ogrim, there's no time. Ho-ho. I don't think I've read that before. I think I've neglected to hit her with the dream nail every time I've been here. You're free! Head up and to the left. Your people await. So going back, I'm going back a different way than I intended. Go back this way. I think we can swim through the water down here. Yes. I have to win all the fights and take all the stuff. That's fair. So what can I do next? I guess we can go back up to the city and go somewhere from there. Ignore. Those enemies mean nothing to me. Haha, this is the perfect height. So I want to go to Queen Station and then go into the fungal waste. That's my next plan. I did get a golden statue. I think I even did that. I've done that in an episode a while ago, I think. I defeated all of the levels of Zote and all of the levels of the White Defender. So, famously, I do not know my way around fungal wastes very well. So let's check the map. I want to go down this way. I have a commenter commenting in Russian, I think. It's at least that alphabet. Don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to delete your comment. Simply because I don't know what you've said. And unfortunately, the correct thing to assume is that it's spam. All right. Where is my mouse? And delete a message. There. Sorry about that spam. This is just a poetry coconut, which I still cannot interact with. But there's more to this room. There's a grub. You're free. Head upward. There's this which goes... Right. So this goes into the deep nest a different way. Another way into the deep nest. I got the mossy vagabond in my hunter's journal now. I will not be going into the deep nest right now, at least not right there. And here is the spore shroom, which is wonderful. I could actually start the quest, the Mr. Mushroom quest. I think that I will not do that right now. Next, go up and to the right. I want to go into the fungal core. Which is over here, I think. Yes. The reason that I'm making such a thing about going this direction to get into the deep nest is that this way I get another mask shard. And I do care about getting all the mask shards. Rancid egg to sell. There's a money egg. Let's get the money egg. And I see the shortcut path that you have to break from this side. I am enjoying using the spells more than I usually do. I'm glad that I tried to make that change. Oh gosh, so many explosions. Let's see here. Trying to visit all of the places in the fungal core. The fungal core is a little bit confusing to me. There's a lot of winding paths that end different places. Did he spit out 2 explosions at once? I didn't know they could do that. There were 2 explosions going on at the same time. Scary. Another money mushroom. I will collect them even though I think I'm going to run out of things to buy. And this creature. I would love to know more of the lore of this creature. What good to see a demise unavoidable? The prescience of the king does not help when it is inevitable. Alright, into the deep nest. And we get our mask shard, which completes another. So I've got 8 masks now, which is great. There are only 9. So I am well on my way to completing all of the mask shards. Hello, Cornifer. This place gives me the creeps. Vicious little creatures burst out all over the place, and the passages are dark, twisting maze. Yeah, let's buy your sad little map. So, the deep nest is relatively easy to navigate the first time, relatively, because there's usually not many paths and you just follow the shining mushrooms. Or you could go through every little corner like I do and try to collect all the things. I'm curious to see how many more things I need in my hunter's journal. I don't remember when it told me the number. I remember having the number on the screen, but I don't remember why I had the number on the screen. So, let's go. Oh, that was very poorly timed. Try again. There we go. Like most of the areas, the Deep Nest, if you know what to expect, doesn't have that many dangers left. Now, I'm saying that, but there is one very significant danger. It is the enemy, and I forget their name now, but the enemy that guards itself and then it strikes at you 3 times with its claws. That enemy is still dangerous. But much of the Deep Nest is not as significant once you know what the dangers are. Stalking Devout, that's right. The Stalking Devout killed me in my speedrun, and it was very sad. It didn't end the run. I still completed the speedrun just fine, but the Stalking Devout did kill me and add some more time. I think I skipped a part up there. Is there a way for me to get back to it? Maybe not. Oh well. So if I recall, there's just spikes and danger down here. There's Nosk over to the left. We will eventually go to Nosk. I mean, it will be the next stream. There's no reason to avoid Nosk. I have basically all of the abilities and upgrades that I could expect to help me with Nosk. So there's no reason to avoid going there. And here we are at the fountain. I'm going to call this episode here. We'll rest here, update the map, and let's look at what I've done. So I've got actually a lot of charms. There aren't too many left. I don't know how many entries there are in here, but a ton. And then I've been to most of the areas in the game. There's still a few that I haven't even touched yet, including the Fog Canyon, the Queen's Gardens, and the Kingdom's Edge. I still have a lot to collect in my Dream Nail. I haven't really been going against the bigger bosses, so that will come out later. And I have one simple key extra right now. There's 2 places for me to use it. All right. Glad to have you around today, John. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm only going to stream tomorrow once, not twice like I did today. But I will stream tomorrow, and I assume I will stream the next day as well. Gonna keep going on this Steel Soul journey until I complete the game, and actually beyond that. I'm going to keep going until I die. There are plenty of things that will kill me eventually. So, thank you all for coming, and I'll see some of you maybe tomorrow.